Hey y'all! Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all! It's been a while, but we coming back from after the holidays. I have a special guest, Deacon Holy SwagGg. Introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm Holy SwagGg, big dog, whichever one y'all want to call it, you know. Don't know why they crack everybody up, but
I love it. And also, Deacon Holy SwagGg is gonna be new to the YouTube world. So, what's your YouTube?
It's Holy SwagGg. Swag spelled SWAG, lowercase G, then capital G, then a lowercase G, because you always got to capitalize the G in God.
Hey, I like that, brother. I like it.
And the swag stands for serving with authority, giving God glory. So.
Serving with authority, giving God glories. I like that. I never knew that. I like it. Of course, I'm gonna have it down in the description box. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. My video as well as his video. Let's make this thing go viral. Well, today I really wanted to interview which one me call him? Swag. I wanted to interview him because he did a very interesting story on his page about the time where he was shot and left for dead in his car, in a car, and he was able to speak with the person who did this to him. And so you guys need to go over there and check out that video so you can come and follow up. Because I had some questions for him because the video was so good, and as I was watching, I was like, man, that was amazing. You're talking about growth. That's some serious growth, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That was, we needed that. We definitely needed it. So let's get started.
I needed it.
Huh?
I said I most definitely needed it.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Which brings me to this. How did you feel once you were able to collect your thoughts? Like after the whole thing? Because you got emotional. At the end of the video, when you guys watch it, he got emotional. Rightfully so. So after you was able to really just play it back in your head, the whole conversation, how did you feel?
I think I felt the same as I felt when he first contacted me or whatever.
And how was that?
Because it was like, years ago I prayed about it. I prayed and asked God to just give me the chance to talk to him and let him know that I forgive him, and I wasn't holding any grudges or whatever. Because even when I was in the streets, I was never the person to hold a grudge or whatever. That's just me.
That's really good.
Because I know that it's only gonna harm me, it's gonna bother me, but I prayed for it, and it's time. I guess it's true. That's when I found out that it's true when it say in God's time. You know what I'm saying? He do it on his own time. He ain't gonna leave you. He won't. He may be not coming when you call him, but he be there on time.
But he won't leave or forsake you.
No, never.
And he definitely didn't leave or forsake you because you was dead.
Right. Most definitely. I was dead. Like when I woke up in the hospital, I was like, last thing I remember, what was I? I think I remember eating a bowl of cereal and laying down. That's the last thing I remember.
Wow. So, and that wasn't even the last chain of events?
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how long, because when I heard the guy talk, he rode around the city with you.
Yeah. He
didn't think you was dead.
He assumed that we were both dead. I was dead.
Exactly.
I was dead, but my Jeremy, he wasn't dead though. He was in and out.
That's how you know the guy couldn't have been in his right mind, because he went to the corner store. He said in his video he went to the corner store and y'all was in. You know, it had to be blood like
everywhere, like.
And he just driving.
That was my thing. Like, how are you riding around town? Nobody seeing two dead folks in the passenger side.
Wow. So where were you exactly in the car?
I was in the passenger seat with when it all happened. Jeremy was in the driver's seat. I was in the front passenger seat.
Oh.
And he got in the front driver's seat. He got in the driver's seat and put Jeremy over on me in the passenger seat. Yeah. 2 dead bodies in the front seat. Well, 1 dead body and one in and out of conscious.
But God.
Yeah.
God. That story blows my mind. And especially when he remember riding around, and I was like, he said he was high, and I was like, you had to be.
Yeah.
It's no way you could have been in your right mind with with blood, and I think he was in a state of shock.
Most likely he probably was. I can see that being.
So then he decided to leave. Like after he done did everything he needed to do, he decided to leave. Y'all was just left in the vehicle.
Yeah, he stopped at a gas station to go in and get some cigarettes. He stopped at a second gas station to go in and get some cigarettes. He stopped at one gas station and did something or whatever.
Okay.
And then he got back in the car. Jeremy, I guess that's when the first gas station, Jeremy was still out of conscience or whatever.
Okay.
And then I guess it's about the time we got to the second gas station, Jeremy realized that he still had conscience and he was able to do what he was able to do. And that's when he hopped up and drove off after the car man stopped at the second gas station.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then like when he stopped at that second gas station, we was in Westwood. And Jeremy out, in and out the whole time, so he not knowing exactly where we was.
Where did he get shot?
He got shot in the head too, right here, like behind his ear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you got shot twice. So the thing was, it had to happen so fast because you guys was in the front and he was behind y'all. So how many times he shoot Jeremy?
Once.
So he had to get you first.
Yeah. They always this if you
knew
better.
better.
If you know anything about a fight or a war or anything, you know to take the strongest out first.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Wow, because it's like you gotta go bam, bam, and then Jeremy probably in shock. He's like,
trying to figure out like what's going on.
did this really just happen?
You know it.
And you know it's always somebody you trust. Because there's no way. And then that's probably, I think all that probably went through Jeremy's mind. Like, this ain't just happened. And before he could probably even come to a realization, he was shot.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
It bothers me. I know this may be a little off subject, but it bothers me that he's not here now.
I want to talk about that. To hear the apology and
to just experience this with me, because we growing up, us doing all our wrong and everything. We experienced everything, get all our ups and downs.
Did he leave any children?
Yeah.
Okay.
He left 5. He had 5 children.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's I hate that.
That's scary. I'm sorry.
No. Because you have to and you have to let that stuff out. You need some. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's yep. You see some.
Good.
That's hard. Especially, I bet all those memories are coming back with Jeremy as well. Even though they never left, but after hearing that phone call, I guess you went back to Jeremy.
Yeah. Cause me, I'm sorry.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Come on in this camera. Don't be shy. He needs you.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot.
He needs you. Cry, and he don't cry.
It's just, I miss him.
That's natural.
And we went through everything. We slept out in the cold and the snow. Just,
For real?
Yes.
But you do have good. You have memories.
Yes.
That was
That was his boyfriend. It was.
his bromance.
Man. Jeremy used to get mad if we used to be laid up together. He's like, get off my man.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. So you got a chance to meet him.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He used to come and stay at the house sometimes and ask for food. He'd
For
be
real?
hitting on Riri. And yeah.
It's just like that he not here to experience this with me.
I understand. He needed it too. Because I think it seemed like your life went one way and his life went another way. And because of that. And I think maybe if he could have heard that sincere apology, it might would have helped.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is that when it happened to him, he was turning it over. He was
That's a
I'm
good
getting
thing,
ready
though.
to stop, you know.
And get it together.
Yeah. Sure. I'm sorry.
And don't
Big
be
dog.
Yeah, big dog, cause you the
Big
big
dog.
dog. We gonna bring you back.
Dogs even cry too.
Yeah, and you should. If you ain't human, if you don't, be scared of you. If you holding all of this side of you a walking time bomb. And I don't want to be by you because I don't know when you're gonna blow up. So good. After the call, did you call your mom back? Did y'all talk about it? Have you talked about it with her?
Well, we hadn't. I talked to her, of course, but we didn't
Talk about that.
talk to so much about that. But I'm sure she needed it as well. You know?
Definitely. Is the guy still in jail?
Yeah. He got 48 years.
Without parole?
I don't think it was parole. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So that phone call was from jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you told this story to any of your kids?
I don't think I have told. I want my son. He seems unbothered about it because you know he a teenager, so, and I guess he unbothered about it.
He's
But
not unbothered.
I sent him the video and showed him.
You did?
Yeah, I sent him the video, told him.
Good.
Check it
Because
out.
that's something good, and I honestly think your story can. I really think you can talk with the youth because that's real, and most of the time. Real recognize real. And what I mean by that, when kids realize somebody has went through something and changed their life and they see it firsthand,
Right.
you might not touch everybody, but you're gonna touch somebody.
Yeah.
And somebody need that wake up call.
Right, exactly.
Somebody need it. What advice would you give to the upcoming youth?
Most of all, this I ain't gonna say. A lot of people like to say these streets ain't for everybody. It really ain't for nobody. They really not for nobody.
That's true.
I mean, I would just want to be a better influence to everybody, to all the kids that's coming up behind me or that's looking up to me because
you got a good story.
Because the influences that I had, the influences that I had, they were family and it was my friends and my family, whatever, and they all sold dope. It was all robbing.
And it was enticing the world.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I saw how fast the money was and how quick easy it was. So
yeah,
I just took on to it and they showed me how to do all that. Showed me how to weigh it up, shake it up, cook it and everything.
You know a lot of people experience it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I would rather be a better influence to them, showing them that it's a easier way to do it. It's a better way to do it. A safer way to do it.
You got a good testimony. And just the growth. Yeah. Just hearing everything that you said you was doing to now, that's a 360.
Yeah.
You a whole nother person.
Right. And a lot of people don't believe that I was that way. Like
I didn't know the extent.
Like with Riri, my cousin used to work with Riri at McDonald's or whatever. And Riri didn't know that he was my cousin. My cousin was just talking about me and say so. She like, you know what's his name? Darrell? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, Darrell was a beast. Darrell was crazy. Darrell was. She was like, nah.
Exactly, not Darrell. But you told that story, and I said, "Wow, you was living a life."
Yeah, it was. So it was. Wow. I look back on it now myself, and I'm like,
it's scary.
It's scary. Yeah. And the biggest thing, the thing that fears me so much about that I was like that I have a son, and he's so much like me that it's scary.
It's scary you.
He not in the streets or whatever, but he still has a temper and then all the
other things. Yeah.
So it's like
he was hot tempered.
Who?
For real?
Yes. It probably wasn't so much as a high temper, but I felt growing up.
You had to be because you was in the streets.
Yeah, and it's like you got a point to prove. So I feel like anybody said anything crazy.
It is because that's what, and then all this is things from an argument. That it really didn't even have nothing to do with you in Germany. It sounded like to me, if I heard it correctly, y'all was trying to break it up.
You heard it right. No.
And then y'all end up being a fight.
And the crazy part about it is that they may see this video and they may not, but I don't care. But I done cut them off, but simply because that I'm able to do for myself and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I go to work every day. I don't need nothing from them. But the fact that I was protecting and defending you,
Mm-hmm.
and this happened to me because I'm protecting and defending you. You don't even call and check up on me or see if I need anything. Not that I need anything.
It might be sometimes guilt. Sometimes guilt don't let you do things. You know, I'm not making an excuse, but he's on another end, and
I get that. You know, I get that. But me, if I'm guilty about something, what do I do?
It's gonna eat at you.
Yeah.
Production.
I apologize.
We got a new production, y'all. Production that we talking to you. You the original production is asleep.
What I do?
If you're chastising me and I come to the point where I'm feeling guilty about something, what do? I come and I reach out and I apologize. I eventually apologize. I'm stubborn, but
You stubborn?
I still apologize.
Fair and mean.
When he gets stubborn because he think he right.
Uh-huh. Be wrong as the day is long.
God still working on you, man.
But,
Production. Sometimes production, you know, if one thing about production, they like to come in at the wrong part. We watch some of my shows, production to come in and have a whole thing. Because one show I said, production, you need marriage counsel. Because production went all the way left. And I'm like, you need counseling. That's another show. That's how you're going to fix your whole life. So sometimes production tell they get to talking. But, I'm so happy to have you here, and when I heard that story, I said we got to get this story out. Even if it don't reach 1 million people, it needs to reach somebody.
And,
it needs to.
What I would say is that if there's 100 out there, and you got 99 that's straight. You got one that's straight away. You need to leave that 99 and go get that one. So I mean, even if it reaches just one.
Look at y'all heard that word.
Preach,
say that loud for people in the back. They didn't hear you. If it's one, you need to go get that one.
Right.
Yeah, because if the 99 got it, what you working with them for?
Mm-hmm.
You need to try to get that one lost one.
Yeah.
And we want that one. This is from robbing, selling dope, gang banging.
Yeah. I mean, the gang banging. I wasn't so much as a gang bang. I was in a gang.
I think our gang bangers was different than what they were.
But most of the stuff that I did I was always fighting. I had no problem fighting.
But it's because you was angry. You know, people always like to diagnose and be like, you were so angry, and so you was releasing it on someone. Is that true? Were you unhappy? Did you even know? You probably didn't even know you was angry.
I don't know. Now that I can recall, I don't know, but I don't think so. Just like I said, just a point to prove. Just I always felt like I had a point to prove, so I was itching to hit somebody or knock somebody out.
And don't cross.
So,
but but you was in the world. So we always have to remember, if you in the streets, it's street values, it's street codes, and you gotta not get gat.
Right, exactly.
But you still can get gat, and it's always the person close to you.
Yeah, and I'm proof that you can get caught. Like I said, this song that I just recorded is called "Y'all Know Who Get the Glory." And
I know who get the glory.
And I said, I feel like I was hard and unbreakable until one day God showed me that He was flexible. He had to break and slow me down.
And that guy might not have been physically harder than you, but it just. Yeah. But to me, that guy didn't want to. He didn't even want to do it. So somebody somebody was pumping him up.
And it may be. It may be more to the story that he isn't telling.
And that makes sense, because he still got to protect whatever it is.
So,
it's got to be because he didn't want to. When he said he didn't. He contemplated on it.
Himself up. He had to get
high. Yes.
And then you rode around all day, had all these opportunities to do it.
And then, cause then he say something like, "Look, they go a van with her," and that's his thing was weird.
That's how he got the distraction from us. I mean, that van got handcuffed for what? We don't need no handicap stickers.
And then you looking like, what does that mean?
We both were like handicap stickers. That's how he was able to get me on the right side of my head, because I turned, and he was sitting right behind me. So
it's always the people close.
Like I said, that's why I cut T off. That's who we end up
helping.
Yeah. Sure. And I may be wrong for this, and I may not, but Same thing for Marrio as well. You supposed to be the oldest one out of all of us. You supposed to be a rider, but you dropping a gun.
Is that the one who dropped the gun and ran?
Yeah.
Marrio scared.
Man, you couldn't got that out of True. You couldn't got that out of Jeremy.
That's true. That's true, but everybody ain't got the same heart. You gotta think about it in the street. Everybody don't have the same heart.
Exactly.
You're right. So.
Point exactly.
Cause if I would have seen all that, so what? They need help. They need help. It's not right. It would have freaked me out.
Yeah, I get that, but.
And that's probably what happened to Marrio. Probably thought he was the hardest nigga in the hood, but he wasn't, because that scared him like it scared me.
That's my point. You be on all this portraying like you some type of, like you that dude, but.
Nah, he ain't that.
And I done tried to prove it. I done tried to prove to people that.
If that's true, like, ain't really for everybody, like you say. And you know, it seemed like y'all was really innocent kids at the end of the. I mean, you know, you did your thing, but y'all was still kids.
No, it was kids, but what goes around comes around.
That's true.
You know?
So, which leads me to this. I had a question on that too. Do you wish you could apologize to some of the people you hurt?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever ran into them?
I think I made a few posts on Facebook or whatever, and just to say, it's a general post. You know what I'm saying? It's just going out to everybody that I caused harm to, that I hurt emotionally, physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's good.
Because I have a conscience. I've always had a conscience. Like I said, I've always thought about, went back and thought, like, dang.
So check this out. So maybe this can help you see Marrio and their point of view. What if one of those people saying, oh, he could just reach out to me, see, oh, this don't happen, you don't even know. It could be one person out there saying that, man, I wonder why he never tried to reach out to me that day he beat me up in the schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of want you to see their thing.
I get that.
Probably never thought.
See, the part about that with me is that a lot of these people, a lot of these fights and stuff, it's probably a select few that I can remember. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these fights I don't remember until Marrio and Jeremy or T or
well, that's good to know.
Anybody bring it up and remind me of it.
That's good to know.
She has said it with us before, and they told her stories about how it was. I was like, wow. I didn't remember that one.
Okay, so if somebody is out here, they didn't. Okay, so they know. Oh, you don't remember. Mm-hmm. So that's fair. Right. That's fair, because if you probably ran into them, why he no apologize to me? He beat the dog still out of me.
And I would gladly apologize.
Yeah, and I know you would, but you know, people could be saying, why he never reach out to me?
Yeah. So if I hadn't if you're watching this and I hadn't reached out to you and apologized, I apologize sincerely and genuinely. I apologize because.
But keep in mind, a lot of stuff he does not remember. Somebody has to bring you back.
Yeah.
So, I guess we kind of talked about this, but what has changed in your life? You can go ahead, take your sip, because them so good. Yeah, these the best pretzels in the world. I'm gonna have to show the people. They are like my cousin, and she don't got. I think I'm trying to say everybody out on these pretzels. I need a sponsorship, cause
for real. Put me on it. Right,
yeah, we gonna make this. If y'all ain't got y'all none, get y'all some. Dots, DOTS. They like $4.99 or $12.99 for the bigger bag, somewhere around that area. This is the Southwest season. Then they have just the regular season kind.
That's what they did.
Yeah, that little spice. Look, you need some more drink. Production got you.
He be looking for a chance to order me around. You sure you don't want to?
It's impossible. Because this Southwest gonna hit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he admires his lady. He positive, baby. Okay, I see, but that's good. So what has changed other than baby and you getting another little girl since then? Beautiful little girl at that with some beautiful hair. I wish I could have her hair. I pay for it though. Pray for me something like that.
What else I
So,
got more than that though, girl. That's what's trying. And most probably.
she's the last one.
No, she next to the last one.
Oh, yeah.
That's another
I'm
story.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't want to tell that.
That's
I'm
another
sorry.
story.
Tell that.
I'll tell it, but that's another story.
I think he do have to tell his truth on that so he can get past and get to the next level where he needs to
You
be.
just need to bring me when you had that type of...
I am gonna do a relationship. I got 3 videos I really need to get recorded. One on relationships and one on, I don't mention it in previous videos. Should a person who does not have a child tell other people what to do with their children?
No.
Sometimes I think it's fair. I know that's a very controversial topic.
How so? When, like, even with preachers and pastors, I don't feel them unless I feel like they talking to me or preaching to me from experience.
What they say,
how do
every
you tell
son
me?
got a future, every saint got a past.
Yeah. How can you tell me anything if you ain't experienced it?
But what if it's like something? Well, I'm okay with it because sometimes if it's right, if maybe you notice my child doing something and I ain't picked up, because sometimes experience we be like, my child didn't do that. No, my child wouldn't do that.
Right now, they see the child doing something they ain't no business doing. We all know what's right.
But what they
and
come
wrong.
tell you?
And they come tell me.
You gonna be like, not my princesses.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
But what if you look at your princess and you be like, nah, they come possible.
No, I ain't gonna believe that either, because I know who they daddy is.
Like my mama say never say never when it come to your children. Because your children will surprise you. My children often surprise me. Because I be like, where you learn that at? Who taught you that?
Cause when she tell me that Sugar be doing stuff, sneaking little snacks and stuff, when she tell me not to, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, she did.
I'm alright. Yeah.
You call her Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. My brother-in-law called his little grandbaby Sugar Shack. And I said, where you find that name from? But it's cute, Sugar Shack. I think that is so cute. So, and she the cutest little red thing.
Yeah, but
Well, what's changed? You found
let's
God.
train. Yeah. Well,
I ain't gonna say you never knew him.
right, and this is the thing. I've always known God, but me being
got
young,
closer.
me being younger and in the streets, I never knew or realized or understood that I had a calling on my life.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
even though I have heard people just stop me out the blue and like, you know, I got a calling. Like they don't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
Anything, you know. So it's like now that I'm older and I'm wiser.
You
I see what
recognize
that
it.
means, I understand it.
I can see great things. If you stay on the right track and focus, I can see great things. And with you starting your YouTube channel, it's hard.
Hold on, won't you say if? I know.
If you stay on, because we all got that possibility. Let me tell you, so God put in the Bible. These are His words. He said, "Don't trust." Paraphrasing, okay? Don't trust anything that breathes through nostrils. I think that's somewhere in Isaiah. And what He was saying is, don't trust humans. We mean good.
Right.
We do, but sometimes we fall short.
Yeah.
So that if I really just mean, you know, sometimes because we all human, we fall short. But long as you stay
But
and get back up and keep going.
the reason I said if is because I'm like, I don't want to say the wrong person. Right? Some wrong person in the Bible. Peter or Paul, one of them. Saul,
We paraphrasing, we learning. Because they'll beat you up like this.
But whoever it was, he put a thorn in their side. And he left the thorn in their side just to remind them that where he came from and what he been through, to let you know that God is real. You know what I'm saying? So
what he live inside of you? You still got a bullet inside of you? Or you just got the scars?
I got fragments and I still have scars.
Okay.
And the scars are just from the surgeries and stuff. But those aren't even the thorns that's the worst. The thorns that he left me with is the fact that I don't have left peripheral vision. And I still have short-term memory loss. And what else?
How often is it? Like, could it be anything? Like you when you say short-term memory loss.
Okay, thank you for asking that. Let me clarify this.
Okay.
For people that the things that people put on movies and TVs, when it's most of the time it be comedy shows.
Exactly,
but it's not. That's not true. That's not how it is. What it is that like She know I have short-term memory loss, but her being her.
Okay, we back. I don't know what all we missed. He paused. We back. He does that sometimes.
But that's where the OCD comes in play for me, because like when I come in from work or whatever, I have everything set up a certain way, and I put it in a certain place so that I won't forget it, and I do everything in a certain order and same time so I won't forget.
If the camera cut off, we was talking about short-term memory loss, and he was answering what have he learned, and basically he was saying in the Bible God gave, it was either Paul or it was one somebody in the Bible, a thorn to carry with them, and he said his would be his left pronounce it for me.
My left peripheral vision.
Yeah, left peripheral vision, and
a lack of balance as well, and the short-term memory loss.
Okay, yeah. and that's something he deals with, and so that's what we were saying. Well, that's what we picked up at, and hopefully that's what the camera stopped.
With the left peripheral vision, like I just not found out probably maybe 5-6 years ago that was the issue. I didn't even realize that I had a problem, because one day I was out with Jeremy or whatever. This after I got shot. I was out with Jeremy and other friends, and I was out late, but I came in and I came in and went into my room. And as I went into the room, I was turning left, but I bumped it. I ran into the doorway, the left side of the doorway, and I heard my mama telling somebody she was giggling and laughing like, this nigga high as a mother. She thought I was still doing drugs. She like, this nigga high as a mother. I'm like, no. But it was only because of my left peripheral vision.
So does it seem close? It seemed like, so when do you not see it?
No, okay, left peripheral vision.
Okay.
Now that I'm looking at her, I can't see you.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. And I know they can be scary for you because you deal with trust issues.
But I'm going to tell you another thing one thing that is true from movies and TV shows, that when you have a lack of one sense, you gain.
So you can sense me.
Yeah. I can sense you, I can smell you. And
for real? So you know when somebody's easing up on you. That's good. That's good. That's real good. Because I know you probably suffer from trust issues, and rightfully so. that was, you experienced a big chain of events at an early age. How old were you?
17.
17, and it changed his life drastically.
Yeah.
Drastically, but for the good, because I'm so proud of you. I see you grow.
Yeah, right.
You keeping a job, you holding it down, because they thought you would never be able to do any of these things.
I didn't either. She the one that encouraged me and told me
that you can do this.
That I could do it.
And you got it. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna be able to work no FedEx.
And you do killing it, ain't you? Doing good.
I be working too, boy. I be tired. She don't believe it, but I be tired.
I believe you be tired, because you know this is a life change. Production number 1. We live. Production number 1 is walking. He want everybody to know he in the building. We're gonna get production number 1 on because he has all these ideas for this show, and he hadn't gotten on, but he's gonna get on very soon.
You ain't got nothing to say.
Production number 1 need money.
Cake, bread.
He needs to get a subscriber count up, our watch time up. You get all that, you get money. You sleeping when we filming, that's not gonna help.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love it. It's so catchy, ain't it? I love it. You like, comment, share, subscribe. Like,
y'all crazy.
It's so much fun.
Y'all get off my board though.
Our production. It's goofy. You ain't came up with nothing different. You know everybody in the world. But I ain't did nothing. I want to do some challenge. I want to do a hot chip challenge. I want to do spicy wing challenge. I want to do a couple of challenges. He has a friend. Yeah, he gets big. You might even know him, Lil Ralph.
Lil Ralph.
Maybe not. You probably know if you've seen. He back this big light skinned dude. Hyper. He told me he had a bottle in his pen. He said, I asked him, you want a piece of chicken? I was being nice, because you know you come to the house and try to offer you something. He said, Shay, if you offer me that chicken, I'm going to want some more. I said, no, you're not. I'm just looking at it because don't judge a book by his car, but he's so little. Yeah, that man ate chicken. He ate rotel. He was like, keep giving it to me. My husband put cayenne pepper, red hot pepper, flakes, jalapeno pepper. He was just eating. And I was like,
Oh my Lord.
you're so little.
You know, he's sick.
And then you eating all that food. He did not get sick. He wanted some more. He said, what else you got? What else you got? Ain't got nothing else. And y'all, he just hyper. And I said,
He should be on Man versus Food.
he should be. I said, I'm gonna film with you because I need people like to watch people eat because I'm guilty of watching people eat. And I was watching him eat and I was like, man, you could make some money because you.
Not supposed to be smacking.
When he was eating, y'all wasn't hungry. I kid you not, I wasn't hungry. But when he was eating that food, I wanted some. I said, yeah, in about a minute I'm finna warm me up some chicken too. Cause I mean, and he was like, keep giving it to me. But it made me, I like to see people happy and eating it and stuff. So it made me happy and hungry at the same time. But I guess you got something else you want to say?
I mean, I'll just go, just how this year has. I know a lot of people been through a lot of different things, a lot of deaths and everything this year. Whatever. But I have gained and got some good stuff from this year or whatever because.
Let's see. I like to hear about that because we know about all the bad stuff.
Yeah,
let's talk about some good stuff there.
Because after the surgery, I was in the hospital. I always had nice teeth or whatever. And after the surgery, they were giving me some seizure preventative medicine, or whatever. And it caused no, it had two side effects. One of them was decay of teeth.
Okay.
Teeth decay. And the other one was, what is it called? So, Lord forgive me for it, but it's hallucination.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you really hallucinate?
Yes, I did.
Oh wow, that's scary too.
And I was one day I just kept on hearing the phone ring and just kept on hearing noises or whatever. I'm like,
and that's scary because you can't control it.
Right, exactly. I'm constantly asking my grandma. I'm like, Grandma, is your phone ringing? Is my phone ringing? And she's like, no.
Oh.
Then it just kept getting more and more intense. And then next thing I know, I heard somebody I think I heard Jason voice.
You was watching too much TV, your mind contemplating.
I was like, I said, oh no. I ran it under my grandma. I said, Grandma, she called my auntie. My auntie read the side effects of the medicine. She was like, she cussed my mom out because my mom didn't know no better. She was just doing what the doctor said. And but my auntie Googled the medicine. She found out that hallucination was a side effect and other stuff. So, but that being said, this year I got my teeth fixed.
And they look really look at.
We done had a conversation about all this skinning and grinning. I can't stand it.
But they really look amazing.
It's a blessing though. Like it's.
Who did them?
Dr. Marrio Smiles.
He have a commercial running.
Yeah.
Dr. Marrio Smiles.
My dog.
For real, he did amazing.
I'm gonna tell you how God used him. He came to me at first, and he was like, with all the work that I needed done, it was gonna be at least $20,000. It's gonna be at least $20,000.
It's expensive dental work. And then insurance don't cover for much.
Now mind you, I got Cigna, so still got the best dental plan that you probably find. And with the money that I was using, with the money that we get put back into our FSA, HRA, I had like $2,000 left for that or whatever. So I used it and covered the down payment, the deposit, whatever. And he was like, I was like, that's all I got, dog. And he called me the next day. He was like, all right, he's like, Red, I got something for you. Cause I was gonna go with the he also gave me a choice to get dentures or get these.
Okay. And what do you have?
The dentures were cheaper.
And what you got? Implants? Okay. That's nice.
So,
look at you want to say look at Okay. I'm sorry.
But the dentures were cheaper, so I was like
dentures, of
so
course.
I was like, Doc, I just don't want to leave or go a day without no teeth in my head. Walk around having a smile with no teeth in my head.
And you forget that you don't have none.
Right. And that's the worst for her to see her with me, her see me with no teeth in my head. She
and she will scream.
I know.
In your face.
And I'm like, why are you screaming? Right. Close your mouth.
And then it's gonna make you like an old man.
But he was like, okay, I figure I won't ever do that to you. But he was like, he called me. But I told him just let me go ahead and get the dentures because they were cheaper, they were more affordable. So he called me back, I think when I left or the next day. And he was like, look, I'm gonna find you a sponsor, and I'm gonna do the implants. I'm gonna take care of you. You don't have to. You already paid what you had to pay. You don't have to pay nothing else.
God is amazing.
And see, and he was I was supposed to be the pilot of his show because he was supposed to be doing a reality show or helping people get their teeth. And that's been.
I hope he's still able to do that eventually.
And I told him my story, so that's what made him.
Now look at God. God will turn bad into good. Yeah. That's amazing.
And then also this year, I got my eye fixed as well because my eye was cocked like a pistol. But
like I said, keep like your eye cocked like a 38. Shut up.
it's straight now. You know?
Yeah, and it looks good.
Yeah, he done fixed your boy. So and I also say then on new something as well.
You do?
Yeah.
So are you gonna put all this on your page?
Yeah, of course.
I think you need to grow your page with your testimony. And all your other things and stuff. Okay. I think you can make that happen.
I will. I'm gonna do all this just.
And you love to tell your story. When you tell your story, you tell them to subscribe.
Yeah.
You give them a little bit.
Of course. Look.
You
understand? Right here.
Yeah, and then you go watch the rest.
Come get the rest later on.
Yeah, because your story is intriguing because I was honest. I was laying in the bed and I was scrolling. You know how you scroll before you go to sleep? And I was scrolling and her name popped up. And I said, he's murdered. How does a murderer he alive?
When I say that, everybody be like.
But it caught my attention.
Right, exactly.
It caught my attention. So I said, okay. And I started looking at it.
And that's where I got the title of the story from and everything.
Very good. Clickbait, but that wasn't a clickbait where it was trying to trap you in. It was really true, but it intrigued me. Because I'm like, murderer, he alive. And so I watched it and I was like, oh wow. And then it wasn't even hard for me to come with my questions because as I was watching your emotions, I was like, I wonder this and I wonder that and I wonder.
Right.
So and I said he got to get on my channel because I want everybody to hear this story. People need to see the happy ending and believe that there is a happy ending.
Right, exactly.
Because you always see it on TV and it seems like a fairy tale, but
girl, you just gave me chills.
Did I say a word?
Because in this song, y'all know who get the glory. I say something, this ain't no fairy tale because he loved me from the beginning and I ain't died while I was singing.
You see that? You see how the energy connect? Yes. So, you're gonna be great.
Yeah.
You dancing. You can't go nowhere but up. That's what my husband said. Sometimes my brother tell me you can't go nowhere but up.
That's it. You already down, so you can't go no lower.
You right.
So, go hit up.
So you guys, I'm trying my hardest to leave the link of where to find it. If I can't leave the link, I'm gonna have very detailed descriptions in the description box. I have to go check out his story and listen to it. So when you listen to the story, you will understand this part 2 of the questions that I asked, and you will get more details, and you will actually hear him talking to the guy who actually did this to him.
Yeah.
So, and it's amazing and it's very good. And I also, you know what, if you have some youth men, make sure they listen. Because this is a real...
Send them my way. I'll talk to them. Yeah.
Yes. Because, people need to know. Y'all need to pick this story up and really make it go because we got to change people. One person at a time.
I know what, this may not have, maybe a little off subject, but
yeah,
a lot of times, I be amazed myself because I've watched Dateline, I watched 2020, I watched a lot of shows. I watched First 48, and the same year that we got shot, 2 twins that I went to school with, they got shot too in the head. One of them died, and the other one, he's basically disabled, wasn't able to walk good or whatever. And I also see, and I look at the condition that I'm in. I also seen Dateline, where it was 2 girls that was shot, and one of them died, and the other one was like crippled, like crippled. She was walking, but she like
she would never be able to.
Yeah.
She want to do half of the things that you're able to do.
That I'm able to do. So the fact, and she was only shot once in the head.
Wow.
And the fact that I was shot twice in the head.
And he was dead for at least 48 hours?
It I don't think it was that long, but it was
about 24.
Yeah.
It was a while.
It was a while. So
wow.
I mean, the fact that I'm able to do everything that I'm able to do, and I get up, I go to work. I work 7 days a week.
That's good.
12, 14, 15 hours
y'all pulling some. You at FedEx, right?
Yeah.
Y'all pulling some out.
And so the fact that I can do that, it amazes me. I be like, nah. I'm
But you live a witness.
Yeah.
Live a witness.
Yeah. All the glory. God gets all the glory.
Oh. Anything else you want to say to the people?
God is good.
All the time. And all the time.
Yeah.
God is good.
I hope the press was good, though.
And I miss the testimony music. Yeah.
We need to.
One time for the camera.
One time for the camera. Smile.
Crusher.
And y'all, I had a great production. I had a great production team. It was. Thank you, production.
You're welcome.
And production, I'm gonna have to get you on.
What we gonna talk about?
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Production number 1 normally has some topics for us. I'm gonna have to get you on.
I be boring. I like boring.
Let me tell you something. Your life ain't boring because whatever going on in your life might be going on somebody else.
That's true.
And sometimes it don't even have to be about life. Sometimes, you can be motivation. Because I have to encourage myself. And sometimes when I'm encouraging myself, I be trying to help encourage somebody else.
Yeah.
So, of course. Well, until next time. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.
Yeah.